Don't know if you've seen the viral video of some...
Yeah, soccer riots and Nivea for men. The two things I think about most, innit?
Can't never look too good for shanking bellends in Liverpool, yeah?
But that kind of guy released a video discussing the merits of charitable organisation, the ALS Association, ALSA for short. If you haven't seen the video, take it from a guy whose entire subscriber base is pretty much just from Melbourne, Newtown in Sydney, and universities. Even I feel justified in saying that this is...
It's debate. Ooh, some guy with a working class British accent. Gritty.
It doesn't matter what he says after that point, does it? Because after he's established that fact, he's won over anyone who makes fun of people who go to 50,000 plus people festivals as they go to the...
much more niche 30,000 people festivals where we sneak in acid instead of pingers because we have a little more self-respect than David Guetta fans who get held to the ground by cops yelling, "Fuck off me, fucking cunt!" Ah!
Yeah! Fucking police, motherfucker!
We choose to go for the much more dignified option of sobbing.
Is that all you got on you?
Yep. I've only got the one tab.
Yet as if it wasn't enough to impress every last insecure milk crate sitter on the planet that this guy was born in one of the most depressing industrialised cities in the developed world.
No, I'm beyond being impressed by anything at all.
Except for photos like this.
It's a good thing to be me.
He's also trashing the ALS Ice Bucket challenge, something which quote-unquote alternatives have seen their cousin who likes sizzlers do on Facebook, which has forced them to dismiss it out of hand as having
just no substance at all.
Sunny Phoenix just riding that unjustified wave of disillusionment with what is admittedly a genius negative angle as it gives hipsters everything they want at once.
Yes, I get to feel morally superior and didn't have to do anything awesome.
Irony will save the world. This is Sunny Phoenix's main argument. He clearly got it from conspiracy sites as he's citing a pie chart that's been circulating on them and says that, quote,
"Maybe we should force corporate pharmaceutical giants to release the many cures for cancer that already exist. 2014 Che Guevara, mate. England's Oscar the Grouch. Cures for cancer. Why is it so hard to believe someone in a bin?"
First off, the expenses chart he's citing expired in January of this year.
Oh, where does it say that?
With ALSA already stating on record that despite Sunny's 7-month-old claim that
27% of their contributions go to researching the cure for the disease.
No, all of it is, but anyway.
The other half goes to medical schools that are tightly connected to the pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, stop spending money on educational institutions. Because what's education but a code word for programming?
As evil as pharmaceutical companies are, in the words of my girlfriend, who just obliterated all my points when I had this argument with her with one question.
Yeah, but don't they still come up with cures for things? No, she's made it impossible for me to continue bitching.
Even by Sunny's own logic, which like all conspiracy theorists is a kernel of truth, turned into this! Yeah, pharmaceutical companies only care about profit. So why would they pump any money at all into Lou Gehrig's disease research when it only affects about 12,000 citizens in the US out of 314 million people?
Especially when they know that, according to the sites I've been looking up, coconut oil shows a lot of promise for curing Lou Gehrig's disease.
You mean to tell me that I can be tap dancing soon and get a tan? Thanks for the tips, Sunny.
Yes, smarter than you.
Thank God this human troll doll, who's clearly still mad that when he went to audition for Geordie Shore, he was confronted with the startling realisation that...
What you mean, Geordie Shore's only for Geordies? I tried so hard, I got so far.
Has been completely debunked pre him even making the video by an incredible book entitled Charity Case by Dan Pallotta, which I didn't read, I just saw his TED Talk. And before we go any further with Mr. Pallotta's arguments, let's first put these two people side by side and ask, who's more intelligent and credible? The man who was pivotal in raising over $71 million in a single year for breast cancer research, or the Caucasian male who believes he's earned the right to get tribal tattoos?
Wasn't circumcised with a rock at 12, but yeah, I feel I've earned the right to jump to the good bit.
Who complains that the Ice Bucket challenge is a waste of water, and then goes on to dump 2 wheelie bins of it onto cement, as opposed to the 9-litre as a suggested bucket!
This guy's the shit, more earrings than a pirate.
The man who was invited to speak on this matter by TED Talks, and honour shared with the likes of Bill Gates, Al Gore and Naomi Klein, or the intellectual heavyweight who read his condemnation speech of the very activity he's railing against while doing it next to his friends who include this guy.
Come on! Come on! This guy has no valid point. Hey, this CEO alone got over £300,000.
Not even that's valid. She makes $339,000. That's closer on the day of calculation to £209,000.
Fine, I like being nitpicked. No KP24 lotion for me.
A CEO of a charity should be making $339,000 a year. In fact, they should be making millions so it can wrestle some of the sharpest minds out of the private sector and put them onto worthwhile causes like poverty reduction instead of...
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, using my top 0.1% of society brain to increase profits for this crazy...
Yeah, well, why don't they just do it because it's like the good thing to do and...
Yeah, but they don't, so can you please shut up now?
Think of the double standards charities have to put up with.
Strongest freaking cleaner ever!
Yes, this ends the war on lint. Also, heart disease is going to affect 1 in 3 adults and... they're spending money on ads so people know all the good things they do and are therefore inclined to give them more money.
Greedy!
But in this case,
Reagan was right. Reagan's always right, baby. Greed is good.
why is it okay for the business world to come up with stupid eye-catching gimmicks and not charities? If the man who's probably up on Drake's wall, Todd Sampson,
As an inspiration for Drake. Someone out there more of a douchebag than me, man. It's humbling. It reminds me I gotta aim higher. The key is marketing.
if Todd came up with the Ice Bucket Challenge for Coke, every hipster in the country would be slow clapping him because...
Not only has he changed his t-shirt again, which attracts me every single time like a moth to a light, but he's also helped a massive multinational corporation do something quirky.
New t-shirt.
They should rename the Simpson Desert the Samson Desert.
So let charities attract greedy but undeniably smarter people into charity work, because if those corporate CEOs are able to wrestle just 1 GDP percentage point away from the corporate sector, charity funds go up by $150 billion a year in the US alone. Therefore, who cares if charities spend $3 or even $80 billion on marketing and stuff, because these people think of ideas like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which has so far raised over $100 million for Lou Gehrig's disease research. And before this awareness campaign went viral, I didn't know what Stephen Hawking had. If I met him in a disabled queue, I would have said, "You lazy, get up, Stephen! I want to go to the disabled toilet, it's cleaner! Stop fucking it!" But now I won't. Or we could all agree with the guy who...
When it's pointed out that he's wasting a lot of water in the comment section, he likes comments like,
He's making a statement.
"No, he just wasting water, man. And no one else is."
So in short, go nuts.
So it's me who basically did that entire video because I got a Ice Bucket nomination from David. Thanks, David. And I nominate Christine Lee and Dino Houghton. Thanks. Didn't have to pay any money. Woo!
Did that entire video just to justify doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. See you next week.
Please press the subscribe button now. Come on.